Hello, today I'm going to teach you guys how to use the widgets panel in the Duda editor. This is going to be the first one of these tools on the left sidebar that we learn to use. So today I'm just going to break down the structure and the widgets. So to start, when you open up your editor, you can see that once you scroll, you'll see there's rows and there's columns. So these blue parts of the website will be the row, and the different columns will be within these rows. So here's a column here with an image, here's a column here with some text. Now I'm going to show you how to add a row. You can do it a couple different ways, but I find this to be the easiest. Say I want a little section above this with some text. Before the About Me section, I'm going to hit row, come up to here and hit add, and then select row above. So this is just going to put a row right above here. We can go to edit design because I would like it not to have a black background. So the background color, I'm going to come here and select white. Once I've deselected that, now I have the row with an empty column in here. So what I'm going to do is come to my widget panel, and since I wanted that text in here, I'm going to grab the text, drag it out. I'm going to wait until it says insert here. If you wait until it says insert in a new row, it's going to place a row and then it's going to place your text there. That's another way to add a row, but I like to do it this way. And then from here, I can add my text. So whatever I need in here, I can add that in. There's a whole text editor within here, so you can change your heading style. You can change it back to paragraph. You can bold it. You can choose your font here. All Google fonts are added to Duda, so you can scroll through any Google font and select which font you want. You can change the size. You can link this text. You can align it different ways. You can change the line height. You can make it a list. You can make it a bulleted list. And you can change all kinds of things here. So that's basically the text editor there. If we come over here and I want to insert an image, I'm going to be allowed to do that. It's going to pop up this little image editor. So these are images that I've already loaded onto the site, and it's going to give me the option to select one of those, or I could upload a new image from my download folder, from any kind of folder within my own device. So there's a couple different ways to do that here. Also, Duda has free images available, and you can scroll through these and find whatever image you want. These are free to use on the website builder, so these are included with your plan, and you can resize these under design. You can change the width. You can align this image to be, say we want it in the middle. I'm going to come to this little settings section, align it to the middle. And you can play around with this. You can add different styles. You can add a shadow. You can add rounded corners to these images. You can add a border if you like. There's all kinds of different settings here. You can add a different hover effect, animations. The spacing for like the padding and the margins is also here. Same with the text. You can do that as well. But that's one way to add an image. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get rid of this image. Come back to widgets. There's all kinds of widgets in here. You can add icons. The icon is pretty interesting. You can choose. Duda has a lot of preloaded icons on here, which is nice. And then you can change the color of these, of course, as well. If you are uploading an SVG file, you just have to make sure that it's entirely black. The hex code is straight zeros, because then it'll allow you to recolor that. If it is not, Duda will not allow you to recolor. So just make sure when you're uploading an icon, it's black, and then once you get it in here, you can color it, or you could upload it with a color that you want. Either way. Another one here. These are frequently used. Will pop up here. These are just the most popular. You can add a map, an image slider, a photo gallery, buttons here, of course, very important. You're going to insert your button, and this is where you can design these elements. So let me go to design real quick. Since it's white, I'm going to change the background color. We'll make it that blue, and we want to change the text. So I'm going to go over here. I'm on button style right now. I'm going to go to button text, change the font color to white, and then we have a button here almost ready to go. I would like to round those corners. So of course you can change the button style up here. And now I have a round and quarter button. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. You could change the button text, of course, to whatever you'd like to have in there. But this is a quick way to create a button. If I scroll down here, I'm going to see different options. Of course, there's all kinds of different styling that you can do here. Different colors, borders. You can scroll down to have some more design options, to have some hover effects. You can add a shadow, of course. And then you have your spacing. If you go to content, this is where you can change the text of your button. So if we wanted to say click here, of course we could get that. This is the page that we can select it to go to within our own website. If we would like it to go to its separate URL, we could always plug that in. There's different options here to open in a new window. We can anchor it to different points on a page. So that if we go to that page, it will scroll straight down to that. We can open it up to an email address, a click to call, or a file to download, and you will have to upload a file just as you would any other. So PDF, whatever the file may be, PNG, whatever you have there, you can upload, and then once they click it, it will download. Different widgets here for different things. There's contact forms, which will populate a whole contact form. You will have to style it, but it is pretty interesting how that is already created for you. You don't have to go through there and create, a separate field for everything. It does have the name, email, phone, message. It's just like the basics here. You can add different fields for different things. So if I add a field here, you can select which type of field you want this to be, a drop-down, radio button, checkboxes, file attachment, date, time, different. This is a long text would be more like a message instead of just a one-liner. We have email, phone number, all kinds of things here to choose from. So just popping that in here makes it 10 times easier. You already have some of those pre-populated. You can put custom HTML in there. There's also, this is the basic section. So if you want a 1-column row, you could click and drag one of these. If you want a 2-column row, you can do the same, and so on. Breadcrumbs. We have countdowns. There's all kinds of different things in here. I encourage you to come in and try these out. A lot of them you can implement different things like Yext here. You can, there's Yelp reviews, so you can integrate these other outside sources into Duda, your Duda site. So very cool. The widgets panel there, I encourage you to use it. I hope this video helps. Please let me know if I can help with anything else, and thanks for watching.